There is the consequence of a father missing in a girl's life. There is the consequence of a father missing in a boy's life. The father forms the foundation of purity of affection and the life of a girl. The father is often referred to as the girl child's first love. If that role is missing in a girl's life, she develops what is called toxic love addiction. That is the need to want to be validated by those who love you. It is a reality. No amount of shouting on Apostle Lazarus can change it. It is a reality. But God helps. He sends people. He set the solitary in families. He put people in places where they can learn. If God has helped you such a way that you didn't go certain ways, then God has blessed you. But there are a billion people that will tell you this is true. A girl has finished her semester on campus. There's no home to go to. Some boys are going to take advantage of her. It's the reality. A man is missing a boy's life. He lacks identity. I understand that there are situations that necessitate separation. And biblically, there are situations that necessitate divorce. Oh yes. Don't wait till anybody kill you. There are. But, you see, the moment people are going that route, understand that what God has designed for two to nurture is now going to be nurtured by one. What are the likely consequences? Don't fight. No, it can't happen. No, that is not intelligence. Understand the likely consequences such that you know you have to go these separate ways. How can God now help us in the life of these children that this consequence will not come to a reality? It is just like the principle of anything that goes up surely comes down. So we now begin to check. What can I do? What can we do? What kind of school can they go to? What kind of church can they attend? What kind of messages can they listen to? There is a God who seals up loopholes and he helps us. But you must understand that there are consequences. If you will eat your wife and insult her in front of your children, there is a consequence to that. He said, what about not in front of the children? Beat your wife, and there are women that will beat the husband and beat the hell out of you. I'm telling you. With your muzzle, they will beat you. You are in a relationship, the girl is telling you, they warn you now? Are they? Oh my God. And you are saying, it's just one of those things. When you are getting married, I have a gift for you. Iodine, plaster, paracetamol, bandage, clutches, because you will need many of those. It will bind you up many times again and again. There are consequences to all these actions. The moment we fail to build according to pattern, there are consequences. Please go back to this screen. There are consequences. So we stay with pattern. Let me tell you this. There are people that the moment you marry them, there is the consequence of not checking it through God before you marry them. And the consequence is that eventually you may not be able to live together. Yes. You may not be able to check it. If you fail to check it, you see, before you blame people who are single mothers and single fathers, try to understand the kind of person they ran away from. Sometimes it is important that before this person dies, please separate yourself. And there are matters that even after the separation can no longer be settled by the both of you and pastors. There is a need for family involvement. Somebody has to sign a contract. I will not slap my wife again. I will not do this. I will not go out as a married man and sleep with other girls if I come back with disease and kill her. We don't excuse certain things and say, no, both of you are believers. No, this is a matter of life and death. Let's talk about it. Jesus say, no. Say, you to hug your wife, you to hug your... You've not settled anything, no. There are consequences. I told you on Tuesday, we are in a generation that your ex-boyfriend can become somebody else's wife. Ex-boyfriend. You said, that's my ex-boyfriend, but now it's somebody, or Shim is somebody else's wife. Hey, there are consequences for the direction this generation wants to head. Leave us to do anything. Whatever makes you happy, do it. There is a consequence. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel good. And you see, that's not the life of someone who will go far. There are things that makes you happy but will destroy you. There are consequences. If we were to attend or to study the courses we study and go for lectures when we feel like, we will never graduate. By now I might still be in part 2. You think I really like exams? I might be busy up and down doing crusade. You say, Apostle, you have first semester. I say, I'm coming. After all, I can go through this and then graduate whenever I choose to. But rules and laws are there to protect us from ourselves. Let me tell you something. In boxing, and by the way, I slept well tonight. Oh, if you don't know, you don't know. Forget about that. What do you mean? My wife said, babe, go and sleep. I said, I can't sleep. I need to have an idea of what's going to happen tonight. Let's leave that. We'll leave the Jews out of this. Okay? Now, in boxing, please come. Godwin, please come. Please stand here. So when two people are fighting and there's a referee in between them, set your punches. Yeah, set your punches. So when these two people fight, no punch among. And these people are fighting and there's a referee. The reason why the referee is there, number one, is to maintain the rules of the game. But ultimately, the referee is there to protect them, to protect him from himself. To protect him from himself. There is a kind of punch that if he receives twice, his destiny will go on strike. Have you seen where they punch people? The head is one side, the leg is misbehaving. But even in that state, it is possible that a man wants to continue because of ego. But the referee is there saying, no, I understand your ego wants to go on, but I'm here to protect you from yourself. The word of God is there to protect you from you. There are things I can do. So first, see, thank you so much. First, accept that you can be destructive. Accept that you can be bad. Accept that you have certain tendencies. You see, when you judge yourself, you will not be judged.